My name is Dom. I'm from a band called Heart for Bait, and you're watching Metal DNA. The song I'm choosing is called Slaughter of the Soul from a band called At the Gates. Now, At the Gates came around in the early 90s, I believe, out of Sweden. They were technically pigeonholed as melodic death metal. I don't know why there's anything melodic about them, but when I first heard them, it was insane. Being a kid growing up in Jersey, 70s, 80s, yeah, I'm not old. Kiss, Judas Priest, Ozzy, Sabbath, Zeppelin, the whole gambit. Metallica. Jersey had a thriving scene back then. And getting into hardcore when I was in my early 20s. And then I hear this band on WSOU one day, legendary WSOU. Everybody knows that. Going down the road one day and I hear this song come on. This crazy beat. And then I hear, go! Da-da-da-da. What the hell is this? Never heard anything like it before. Production, the vocals, the beat. Like, I still don't know how if you ever watch the way he drums, it's out of control. And we were just talking about this the other day in practice, and stuff that like influenced you. And I was like, to this day, still, I don't have a CD player anymore, but that CD never left my CD player. Always in rotation. Always had to be in there. But when I first heard it, like I said, on WSOU, going down the road, and I'm like, what is this band? What is this? And then, you didn't have, I didn't have the internet back then. And I, like, that riff stays in your head. In my head. Can't find this thing. Don't know who it is. Go to a record store, try and explain it to somebody. Nobody knows. Find it years later. Oh my God. Can't put it down. So, that being said, influential-wise, in music, like our music really doesn't represent what they do. But for me, listening to that, when you first hear Thomas scream, go, it just sets you off. You want to break shit. It's a total break shit album. I don't know where they get melodic from, but it's a total break shit album. And in terms of tones on the album, guitar sounds, Entombed, I don't even want to get into that whole chainsaw sound. At the Gates takes it to a different level. You're like, what is that sound? You don't know. Now you can find everything out on the web and who's using what. I see a video of how they produced that album. And I'm like, still blown away. Well, what they used. A cheap-ass Metal Zone pedal and a piece of shit PV and a homemade cabinet. And they come up with one of the best guitar sounds, to me, I've heard for metal, hands down. And to this day, people can't replicate. I can't do it. I still sit there and try to play the riff, and I can't do it. And they're just talking about, they were in this little studio in Sweden, and I guess, whoever I forgot the guy's name, produced it. What a fantastic job. I mean, it's such an iconic album, the way they put like little nuances and sounds and stuff in there. And they have Andy LaRock come in and do solo on the song Cold, which Andy LaRock from Merciful Fate, King Diamond, one of the craziest solos I think you'll ever hear. But all that being said, that's my pick. If you never checked it out, it's non-generational. Like kids these days, if you've never listened to Slaughter of the Soul, you are sorely missing out on something. Thanks, and you're watching Metal DNA.